Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check, 59. Here we go. Motion,
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, and he slings one that's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check, 59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And able to find John Brown. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. He's got a 1st down or more inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And the grab by Croft. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Allen now on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mike, 49. I don't think you got it, son. Check hot, hot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam. Check.
On 1st down, Turner takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check. Regular. Here we go.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Catches like that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a give, right side, Turner, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Check safety. Big dash. Recon, 132 fighter. You got tight. Regular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on,
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Strong. Protein spill. There you go, get down.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, here we go. Hey, switch.
From the pistol, they run with Anderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Alert! Mike, 59, Mike, check, 59. It's our field. Hey, it's our field.
Got an open man, it's Foster. And he goes out right around the 39. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Vince Beagle, the one to bring him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
What's that? Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 43. What's that?
They run. Anderson. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Open man, here's Foster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run. Anderson. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick and able to find Alan Lazard. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Well, Fitzpatrick with a completion there, and of course he's a journeyman, but the people in Buffalo know him because one of his stops on his journey was here as a starter for the Bills from 2009 to 2012. Buffalo was 20-33 in those starts before he would ship off to Tennessee in 2013. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
41. Right here, 41 Mike. 35. Feel it. Yeah. Watch the pass. 61. Matchbox lights. Bravo.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, color. 34. Hey, Delta. 58, boys, 58, Mike. Hey, Jim. 58, right over there.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Motion. Reset.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Grant. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
And 56, 52 and 56. 58. Hey, echo. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Sanders' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. Mike's 49. Kill. Mike's 49.
Fitzpatrick again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. It's caught by Crabtree. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 22 jet bomber.
And he rifles one incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds Beasley complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Watch 57. Crunch time, defense. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Ricky. 57. Mike 57.
Now Allen again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Try! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And now he'll tuck it and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Keep it up, guys. Alert. Check 59.
Allen from the gun on third down. And able to find John Brown. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
You draw Porter.
He's coming. He's coming.
They run here with Singletary. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Got it complete to Crabtree. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Check. 59.
Allen. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Check it back.
52 and 56.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. They'll run on first down. It's Turner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Regular. You better be afraid of me. Check 99. Check 99.
General West. Strong.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Go.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Going deep here for Parker. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. Big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
10th carry now for Anderson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Open man, here's Foster. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they'll try again with Anderson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. C.J. Anderson. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Fitzpatrick on first down. That's complete to Turner. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 9.
57's Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll run on first down with Singletary. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Alert, alert, alert! 80 weapon. Check.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Fitzpatrick now. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.